Hi, look, it's Stephen. Look, I'm back here now with, this is 2 of 3 or 2 of 4 on how to put a transfer onto the face of a gauge and then how to do a little bit of assembly. So as I said in my previous one, I was going to do one offline, which I did do. Hopefully you can see this. Put the transfer on. It wasn't as hard as I'd expected. So I'm really happy with the result. I've listened to a couple of people, experts on how to put these transfers on. So I'll try and articulate that to anyone watching this video. So what I've got here is just some soap and water in a spray bottle. And the idea is that you do a bit of a spray onto the surface you're going to put the transfer onto, and that just helps slide it around a bit. And also I've just got a little card. You could use a credit card, but I've got this, I think it's a membership tag from Super Cheap Auto. Hey, I'm not sponsored by them, but it was lying around and I'm using it. Now, what I've got set up here is just a bit of polystyrene. Actually, I got something delivered the other day and I've just covered it in tape. Sorry about the hair there. That's actually from my dog, Poppy. Her hair is everywhere. Anyway, what I've got is a couple of toothpicks, if you can see, and those toothpicks line up with, these 2 holes that are in the face of the gauge. And what that allows you to do is, and I've already pre-done it, I've then got this little tool, and as you can see, there are these 2 holes here, and they marry up to the toothpicks. So what it allows you to do is accurately align the transfer down onto the plate, and you can slide it down. So here we go. As I said, the last one went okay. Just blowing any dust that may be on there. Don't want any bubbles or anything like that. So just give it a little bit of a spray like that. And then, yeah, we'll peel the transfer off. And this may take a little bit. Here we go. So hopefully this now works okay. So try and find the holes. There we go. And then I just slowly push that down, keeping the edges up. I want to get more the center in line with things. So pushing it down like that, just slowly, either side, so that I can get the air out from the inside out. That sounds logical, I believe. Now, in my previous video, I said these gauges were 50 years old because the bike is probably about 1974, and I think I said 2005. I'm actually in 2025, so that's why they're 50-year-old bikes. Anyway, so now I've got the transfer on, and I just slowly work around the edges, trying to get any air bubbles out. Looking not too bad at the moment. As you can see, I'm in Australia and these gauges are saying kilometres per hour, so you can see how it's coming up so far. I seem to have pretty good coverage around the edges, and I think it looks like it's lining up pretty, not too bad. So now what we've got to do is we've got to then try and get this top part off whilst keeping the bottom part down. So here we go. So just using this little plastic card type thing, just slowly lifting it up and running that round the edge like that, just holding it down in place. Now this takes a little bit of time, so I'm sorry guys and girls who may be looking at this video, but I just want to make sure that I don't rip the transfer, because as you can see there's the holes already cut for the trip computer, which I'm just going over now. Hopefully you can see, and just trying to watch the video whilst I'm doing this to make sure that I'm not hiding too much from you. Certainly not the idea of what I'm trying to achieve here. It's all about learnings. Once I've done this video, if anyone's got any pointers for me, happy to listen. Now these transfers I've had for a while. I've got some newer ones. It's maybe why these are not coming off as easily as I'd hoped. But yeah, look, going okay. Just working at it slowly. Certainly don't want to rush this. And as I said, I don't want to tear the transfers because there's a number of slots cut in it already. So just don't want to pull the edge. So patience is a virtue, as my father always told me. Fortunately, I haven't got all that much patience some days, but maybe it means I'm not that virtuous. Anyway, this is looking not too bad. Now, let's just do this. Just trying to work any air out. So I reckon I can now take this off of here, move that to the side, and I've got this cloth here, and we'll just put that there. Just slowly work the air to where there's a gap. And I think you can see not too bad. I'll just get a clean part of this cloth. And what you see there, it's pretty much the finished result. Now, that will go onto the face like that. And as you'll see, here I've mounted it to the Tacho one, which I did earlier. On the transfer, those holes were actually covered over. So I just got myself a little tool. Obviously, if you haven't got one, any hardware store, somewhere like that. I got this one from Audi, Work Zone, once again, not sponsored by Audi. But I just got one of the little blades and just very carefully cut that out. And as you'll see, that will stick in the back there eventually. And it will then all get fitted up inside the housing. So what I'm going to do is, I'm not going to do anything else now. I just wanted to show everyone how I put that on. And as I said, I think that has come up quite well. I just may work on it a little bit off camera just to finesse some of these air bubbles out of here. As you can see, a bit of water is coming out. A bit of the spray, as I said, that just helps things slide around a little bit. And as you see, once it's behind the glass, it'll look pretty good, I think. Anyway, look, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it was helpful. And what I'll do is I'll do a third video probably showing it completed and any other little bits and pieces that I need to do, such as this will need to be put on at the right spot as well for when it spins up. So I've got to work out how to do that. I haven't actually figured that out yet. So bear with me, but I hope you enjoy the video, and look forward to you returning to have a look at what will be installment 3 of 3, or maybe 3 of 4. All right then, cheerio and have a great day.